Bloggo's POW.
So, in a break from my usual MO, I'd like to talk about a game I spent far too much time on. A game that's so far from what I would have normally played at the time. Don't turn off, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's technically retro, I guess depending on your definition of retro. It is nearly 10 years old after all. Call of Duty Retro Warfare? Fuck's sake, I feel old. So, in October 2009, I suddenly found myself unemployed. I had enough in PayPal. That's not real money, right? By the way, I'm on Ko-Fi now. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Anyway, enough to get me a game, and I chanced upon a copy of Modern Warfare 2 for a good price. So, single player story should be good. Played it. Outstanding gameplay and set pieces. Yeah, it wasn't bad. There's some nice bits like riding snowmobiles and shooting stuff and more shooting stuff. Oh yeah, and there's the no Russian bit as well, which you can skip over immediately if you want to. So sure, why not? It's new, and when I finish the campaign, I can flip it back on eBay and get most of my money back. So it's like a rental, sort of, yeah? So I dutifully ploughed through the single player. Yeah, like I say, that's fun. And then there's the special ops mode for a bit more playtime. Yeah. And so one day, after doing the household chores, I loaded up to play the mission mode and accidentally pressed the multiplayer button. Oh yeah, I've still got an Xbox Live subscription. Underused, but still active for a while. Okay, let's try the multiplayer then. I'm sure I'm going to get pwned or teabagged or something, whatever. What happened next was a blur of death, kill streaks, more camping than a branch of minutes, plus verbal abuse from 14-year-olds.
My god, you fucking suck.
Win! I was hooked like I'd never been hooked before, and haven't been hooked since. Well, at least on a multiplayer game. I was playing it at every opportunity. All I could think of was new loadouts, XP grinding for unlocks and strategies for each map and game mode, and food that I could eat without having to use cutlery or plates, if I could help it. It was an addiction. A happy addiction though, no drama, I'm sorry. It was a way to spend time between looking for work. I blew out a bunch of mates who were going to see Avatar at the cinema that December. I'm broke, I can't afford a cinema, but shooting noobs is free. Yeah, I stayed in, I was that guy. I've long been of the opinion that Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer has never been bettered. Maybe that's a case of it's the first time is the best time. But whatever, here's why it's still the best. It's a power trip. A successful run of kills, 5 dead equals a player controlled Predator missile. 2 more, a Harrier strike, where the last VTOL sits around and picks off your opponents. Get that up to a total of 11 without a death, and you can unleash a rain of hot death from the gunner position of an AH-64 Apache. That complete feeling of domination over the playfield was unparalleled. It also upsets over-entitled teenagers a hell of a lot.
Oh my god!
Of course, everyone else is after the same thing. Killstreak, score, most worthy KDR. That's kill-death ratio. It was important, right? The kill streaks are the best in the series. Do you help the team with an opponent tracking UAV? Sell up automatic sentry guns covering an objective? Or just carpet bomb the living fuck out of the whole battlefield? Yep, that's the ticket, that'll do me. This is where fine-tuning your loadouts and classes comes in. Perks to make you invisible to air support, anti-aircraft weaponry. A quick switch to things like that will improve your chance when the shit hits the fan. Then you get that chance to turn the tide, down that enemy Harrier, start building out your kill streak again. The classes are not unique by any means, but they are customisable. So, you know, you could have a sniper that sprints everywhere like a loony, or a heavy weapon guy that spams grenades everywhere like a loony. It's fun to sprint around with a shotgun like a loony. Nothing says I love you like point blank shotgun shells. It's also fun to pick them off one at a time with a scoped assault rifle too, like a loony. Just don't be that noob tube guy. That's grenade launchers, QFNGs. Easy kills, huge splash damage, and almost a guaranteed rage quit for some people.
What the fuck is this shit?
None of this is particularly original, it's done extremely well. Each weapon feels different, the AK appears to rattle, a Desert Eagle has a satisfying punch, and the Uzi feels brilliantly out of control. I find each map was interesting too, from the wide spaces of the wasteland to the claustrophobic space of Rust and the hillside of the favela. Bonus fact, the favela was taken out of circulation for a while because it featured religiously sensitive imagery of something in a toilet. I've no idea what it was. It's been replaced by some nice scenery pictures. Well, am I? An art critic? I never tried the extra maps. After all, I was unemployed and wasn't going to be stumping up for the DLC. Now, I felt the need a couple of months back to relive my glory days. Was I as good as I was? Well, sadly, the vanilla servers were bare. My beloved hardcore headquarters game mode, empty. I tried on Xbox, and I tried on the PC. Oh no, woe is me. I did, however, find a patch to use some bots on the PC version of Modern Warfare 2. It's a bit like how it was, the bots are competent, but predictable. No, scratch that, they're stupidly predictable. The characters' gun models are slightly glitched too. They don't camp like a twat, using the scavenger perk and claymore mines to hold on to an area. They dutifully try to take down your air support rather than selfishly taking advantage of the chaos for another couple of kills. They certainly don't take advantage of those places on the map you shouldn't be able to reach. So normally at this point I'd say go and play it for yourself, but in this case you can't. Well, you can't experience it the way I and many others did back then. But mind you, here's some memories of some tweety people. Let's see what they had to say. I put out a tweet of the following. I'd like to hear any comments or memories about playing Modern Warfare 2 online when it was in its heyday, anyone. So, Super Nerds UK Gaming said, I used to love Modern Warfare 2, used to have great battles trying to lock down the airport level. Shenmue Saved, The Witcher 3 Judgment said, I got told that everyone fucked my mum online. Little fanboys couldn't handle being beaten by a girl. Ah, those were the days. Ioto09 said, Modern Warfare 2, played it a ton, about 400 hours. I hated it. Terrible web balance, barely okay maps, game modes with terrible spawn points, which spawn camping was the way to go, and Rust was actually a terrible map. Still, I played it for no less than 17 in-game days. Mo Grant Harris says, never played it much online. Local is where it was at. Didn't this one have a third-person mode too? The game is best that way. Okay, right, let's have a quick look at the third-person mode. Oh yeah, so it does. Okay. So, Catania. God, I love this game. I think this is where Cat, aka Shin, so those gamer tags I guess, first came into actually being a name. Claymores, and the anxiety of bloody search and destroy. I was mainly a sniper because I'm a cow. Sneaky. And also she mentioned that her favourite was a 40 spawn point that had a scavenger on and circled it with claymores. Yes, we've all done that. Yes, mainly just you, cackling insanely each time you heard a boom. Yes. Amiga said, I remember winning all the time, so good people kept calling me a cheater. But I just played it every minute I could. Perfect loadout, I was the best. He used sprint, stopping power, ninja, normally a SCAR or a shotgun. Sprint around like a madman silently. Yes, I was that asshole. Yep, brilliant. Yep, definitely done that myself. Ain't No James says, the airport level, trying to get the winning kill with a knife throw. Oh bloody hell, trying to get... At the end of multiplayer matches, score-based ones like a team deathmatch, you get a game-winning kill, and there was an award for getting it with a knife throw. Jack someone said, I never played it in its heyday, but it's a great game, no arguments there. Pound Buttons says, loved the museum level. A lot of people didn't know about it back then. Some of the best co-op missions in a game. I've forgotten about the museum. The Joe69 plays says, oh, the good old days of camping in a corner with a friend, killing each other until you get a tactical nuke. Yes, that's boosting, and I used to have fun ruining that. So, yeah, sorry. Lewis Barlow, I remember the first time someone got the tactical nuke when playing online. The little countdown then that slow down when it hits. Never did manage to get one myself. Yes, absolutely fantastic. Getting a nuke was such an achievement. Vendo Moodley. It's the COD game I've played more than any other. High Rise was my favourite map. Mine too. I even loaded it up the other day and ran alone shooting stuff randomly for old time's sake because I couldn't find a match. Yep, same problem I'm having here. Bots are your friends. Starizard. I remember my buddy watching me play that in one map where there's the nice house on the rural setting. Oh, so that's a state with a hill, a shed at the bottom of the hill. I told him if I can get a no scope here, you owe me $5. So I jumped up, shot and killed a dude. Didn't even see who I killed. So yeah, $5 well earned there. Dr. Nope says it was immense at the time, so many hours poured into it. I managed to convince an American racist that I was a Borat type character, so we became friends. Well, he became friends with the character and he stopped being so hateful. Nice. Bacon Creepy said my squad goat was so tight. I remember this one time on High Rise we pulled off a 7,500 to 300 win. Good times. That's a good score. We're talking good scores. Steve Mannion, we're getting a 62 to 2 with only a tactical knife? What the fuck? Bloody love that game. Grizzled Gaming, the sound of an AC-130 doing its crazy big shot and the intervention sniper rifle shot. Unforgettable. And from Dirty Walrus Boy, played way too much. I remember falling asleep and seeing the target reticle while having grenades going off. Good times, yes. So play a game too long and it does sort of mess with this sleep, doesn't it? And finally, Pablo FX. Me and some pals would pull all-nighters most weekends. Couldn't get enough of it. Also, we were doing midnight launches to get online as soon as possible, only to find the servers were being dead. So isn't that always the way for the early adopters, eh? So yeah, there was some of my Twitter followers and have mentioned. So thank you for all those comments, people. So it's sad times if you can't relive one of the most cherished gameplay experiences. And that's the thing, isn't it? Gaming these days doesn't appear to have the same longevity. I can go back and play Manic Miner or Outrun or Half-Life and get about the same experience I had in the past. With something that is enjoyable predominantly because it's an online experience, you're never going to get that back if no one plays it anymore. I haven't checked the backwards compatibility of the Xbox One version in the interim months, but you get my drift. Those days are gone. It seems like in this age of online gaming these experiences will be lost. And I'm sure in 10 years time Fortnite players will be getting all nostalgic about their hours playing that. And I know World of Warcraft subscribers, some of them are really looking forward to the re-released classic version of World of Warcraft that's coming out soon. But ultimately these experiences are going to be lost. So, there we have it. Hours, days, months spent in the pursuit of shooting the guns and bombing the people in submission. So, like, comment, subscribe. I did mention earlier that I'm on Ko-Fi, coffee, whatever it is now. Chuck some money at me if you feel like it. If you don't, just watch and enjoy. And next week I'll be back to normal talking about something in pixels which nobody gets about.
Yeah, subscribe or naff off.